This is the craziest Emerald Rogue run that you guys have ever seen. The procedurally generated game where all Pokemon and routes are randomized. And you face a gym leader after every single route that gets harder and harder as you progress through the game. Run number 4. We get a female Ralts to start, so we're pretty excited about a Gardevoir. And so we start building our team once again, starting with a Nincada, and then a Tyrogue, and then a Geodude. And the next route is very kind as it gives me a lot of healing items and Pokeballs. And we keep building the team, adding a Barboach and a brand new Cyndaquil. But this team's really boring, and chat is feeling very spicy. It's time to trade in all of our Pokemon for free. And of course the little green man laughs at me. And for good reason, as we went from a boring team to a terrible team. Why he thought we needed 2 Cyndaquil lines is beyond me. Oh well, Gym 1 is Flannery, the Fire-type leader. Luckily our brand new Quilava is actually pretty strong. And I guess our Doduo isn't terrible, but I sacrifice it anyways because I just don't care. Nevertheless, Flannery's pretty easy. It's time to do a tough route, to build our money and get a stronger team. Let me just take you in live for the next series of events, so you can get a better feel of exactly what's about to go down. Because once we're able to buy mints, I mean they're $1,500, which isn't cheap, but isn't super expensive. All hands on deck, it's a shiny. One more. Please don't crit, please don't crit, please don't crit, please don't crit. Oh, okay. No! No! I hit the wrong button! No. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen, guys. Maybe we'll get a shiny this time, guys. Shiny? Shiny Lapras would be cool. Oh! Did I just freaking call that? There's no shot. There's no shot that I just called that. And this time we get the job done, and Fiji becomes an incredibly valued part of our team. We bolstered the team a bit further by adding a Chikorita, as well as a Lileep, the very first Badong. And if you join the lives, you'll know that people really love Badong for some reason. And Beanie becomes immediately more useful, and gym number 2 is Winona, the flying trainer. And Badong the first makes its presence known immediately, only to get obliterated unceremoniously. Rest in peace, Badong the first. And Fiji quickly proves that it's a god Pokemon. And gym 2 is done and dusted. On the next route we had a Natu, which is actually going to end up being a linchpin of this team coming forward. And Beanie reaches its final form, so does Cincy. And a little Electrike gives us a very well-rounded team, going into the 3rd gym, where we go up against Brawly, the fighting trainer. And Cincy just starts dropping bombs, with a straight sweep, an absolute Destructo Fest, marking one of the easiest gyms I've had. And the Dini called gods are with us once again, preparing a legendary for us. But first, our unnamed Quilava has become a Typhlosion. But now, for the moment of truth, the majestic beauty of my favorite legendary, Suicune. And we catch it on the first try. But unfortunately, the hooligans in chat have decided that this is Badong Jr. or Badong the Second. We face Norman, the normal trainer, for gym number 4. Typhlosion whips up a sunny day and starts burning things. But this Exploud is the most destructive Exploud I've ever seen, ending poor Duma's life. Luckily, we have a light screen so we can minimize some of its damage here. But it doesn't save Beanie from getting blasted by a fire blast. Fiji must come on to save the day, making mincemeat of the other Pokemon to declare itself early game MVP. So only 4 Pokemon left, but on the bright side I found out how to get a nice little team bar in stream. We find Beanie's brother, Lucky, and add him to the team, and the Dini cult is blessed once again as we are provided with a 3rd shiny. Unfortunately we run into a very difficult trainer, and we get our brand new shiny killed immediately, as well as Lucky. Man, that was a waste of time. So we're forced to catch a Hariyama to be able to take on the next gym. So we take on this little grass patch, which means it's a strong Pokemon, and it can be any Pokemon, but it just has stronger stats. And RNG is on our side as we are blessed with a Super Snorlax. Gym number 5 is Juan, the water trainer, and since he almost dies immediately, and a Volt Switch puts our brand new Mr. Chunks in a bad spot, but I get a heal on Cincy before he gets sent to the Nether Realm. Cincy finishes the job, and even Chunks plays its part, getting 2 kills, not bad for a fallback option. And the worst thing ever happens as Fiji loses a tough battle against the world's strongest Azumaru. It is a very sad day indeed. And we throw our Typhlosion in only for it to get destroyed as well. And Badong can only use Gust here, en route to a depressing loss as a Suicune gets beaten down by an Azumaru. We send in Chunks as a sack so we can get 1 heal on Cincy to try to save the day. Appreciate your sacrifice, Chunks. At this point it's down to 1 move. Who has the speed here will win the fight. And with 1 Pokemon left, we defeat gym number 5. It's time for a big rebuild. We add a Relicanth to the team, a Mantine. We have 0 healing items, so we're desperately trying to avoid every trainer there is, even if it's a little girl in a pink tube. A Haunter's gonna be a great addition, and trust me when I say this Misdreavus is severely underrated. We have a nice chance to improve this team with another route, but chat wants to risk it for the biscuit. Now the choice. We either take the strong Pokemon, or we try to get some better Pokemon. Strong Pokemon is needed, go big or go home. Oh, you people. You people. I hate you guys. This is such a terrible idea. Just chuck balls. That's all we're doing. Chucking balls. Yawn and chuck balls. I hate you guys. I guess on the bright side, we could use an electric type. We return to the scene of our recent failures, gym number 6, against Liza, the psychic trainer. Our glass cannon Spooky just drops a Slowking. Zeevil proves its worth to the team, defeating a Gardevoir, as well as an Espeon. Notch number 3 is a Claydol, and last chance is truly our last chance as it finishes off a Wobbuffet to defeat Gym 6. This garbage team did what my 2 other jacked teams could not do. In route number 7, we have a legendary, but on the way to get to that legendary, we have to do a shady deal. We have to select a Pokeball, and it gives us both a gift and a curse. Now, all of our moves have a 10% chance to flinch the Pokemon, but opponent Pokemon now have a 20% chance to endure knockouts. We go into the next route, and while trying to add a new Pokemon, unfortunately, our last chance is now over. But we catch the Medicham who killed it. And then I forgot that Wobbuffet had a Destiny Bond going, and so we also lost Gran. So we have to catch a Wobbuffet, as well as a Dusclops. This is really starting to turn into a disaster. But at least we have a legendary in front of us now. We have to somehow change up this ghost and psychic team here. And we are blessed with a beautiful Moltres, which took only one Ultra Ball to catch. And of course the hooligans are back at it again with Badong the Third. It's time for Roxanne, the rock trainer in gym number 7. Our murderous Medicham starts it off with a bang, but things are about to go immediately downhill with the world's strongest Aerodactyl, as it nearly puts itself in sweep contention, dropping not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Pokemon. Somehow Spooky finishes it off, but it's just not meant to be. We needed a stronger team at this point in the game to actually beat it. We bow out in the 7th gym.